Welcome back to Megaman 11 speedrun tutorial. After beating Tundra, we're going to heat things up a bit by challenging the master of Torjitsu, Torchman himself. Start by holding down your rapid fire, and the moment you get your first shot off, start sliding. The fired shot will knock down this tent here. Continue sliding under the bunny, and when you're close to these steps, jump and fire once to deal with the tent. Quickly slide and do a long jump. Slide and jump from the edge, firing while moving up, then change to impact. This bunny will jump immediately after being revealed, so slide twice until you're at the edge of the platform. Use one normal impact to destroy the airstone mid-air. Flick on your power gear and use one power impact to reach the end of the next platform. Fire another power impact pretty much instantly, timing it so you're going through the bunny from the middle. This way you're able to collect the possible drop. You will either go above this tent or slightly touch it with your impact, revealing the shield enemy underneath. Either way, it shouldn't matter. Change to Buster, slide twice, and rapid fire mid-jump to knock down the last tent. Change to impact and slide on the platform where the tent was. When reaching the very end of the platform, turn on your power gear and do a long jump. Then power impact twice to go over this enemy. You should land here. Flick off your power gear and slide twice. Jump and use one normal impact to get over the tank. Change to Buster and start charging. Jump over the last pit and slide to exit the screen. Now, if you have close to full impact energy reaching this point, I strongly recommend changing your approach. Do the normal double power impacts over the enemy, change to Buster and rapid fire the shoot tank twice, pushing it back a bit. Now quickly change back to impact and slide right in front of the tank. Jump and use one power impact to get to the end of the screen. Flick off your power gear, change to Buster and start charging. This is the first flame wall screen of the stage. Mostly you can just ignore it, though if you do make enough mistakes, the wall will catch up and kill you instantly. Once sliding into the room, continue with another slide and do a long jump. Then release your charge shot, destroying the airstone and knocking down the tent. It really doesn't matter whether you use a charge shot or simply rapid fire here, the outcome is the same. I just prefer the charge myself. After destroying the airstone, start another charge and jump here. Do a quick slide and jump down, reaching this second small platform. Immediately jump up and you should have enough time to avoid the airstone bullets. Slide twice and release your charge after the second slide, hitting the shield enemy and staggering it. Now jump up and rapid fire at the peak of your jump to kill it. Long jump from the small platform and change to impact in case the enemy drops something. Back to Buster. Slide and start your charge immediately. You should land down to this platform, jump up, slide twice and release your charge at the very edge again. This is a really difficult jump. Slide until Megaman is positioned like so, just like in that one tough jump in Impact Man stage. Then jump high enough to reach the platform, though make sure you stop holding the jump button right after, otherwise you'll get hit by the airstone bullet above you. On the other hand, if you're too scared of the airstone bullet, you might not hold the jump button long enough and fall down instead. Either way, after the jump, you need to hold down your rapid fire button to destroy the staggered enemy. Change to impact and collect the possible drop and the refill right after. Back to Buster again. Jump on the small platform, rapid fire to knock down the last tent, slide and jump over the pit. One more slide to exit the room. Use the Buster strat here if you have slightly above 50% of impact energy left. However, if you have close to full impact, don't change to Buster at all and land here, right in front of the tent, and use one power impact to reach the end of the room. Slide to exit. Continue sliding once and jump over the burning floor here. Quick slide and jump over the next heated floor. Keep in mind, you can land on the floor tiles which are slightly glowing red. They are not going to hurt you. Finish the room by sliding once, jumping onto the platform and slide to exit. Add another mini slide after entering the room, then jump onto the first platform. Slide and flick on your power gear. Now jump up to the height of this torch owl and use one power impact to go through it. Flick off your power gear. You should land behind the shield enemy. Quick slide, followed by a long jump. Use one normal impact at the very peak of your jump. Once landing, long jump to reach the top platform. Slide twice and jump. Time your power impact so you're hitting the middle of the bunny again. Slide, jump, and slide twice to exit the screen. If you get a big refill from the first owl, you can use a different strat here. Land behind the shield enemy again, mini slide, and jump to the next platform where this little spider is. Now don't worry, you will jump over the spider without getting hit by it. Keep your eyes on this middle section here. This is where you will start your next jump. Don't do a long jump though, otherwise you will miss the drop of the first bunny. Instead, aim to go just above this next platform and use 3 power impacts to fly through the room, killing both of the bunnies for potential refills. Then land, jump up and slide twice to exit the screen. Flick on your power gear and slide to the edge. Do a full jump and use 1 power impact to skip the burning stairs, also destroying the owl for another refill chance. Do not flick off your power gear and change back to Buster. Start charging and jump onto these small platforms until reaching the ground again. You should have your charge ready by now, so turn off your power gear and release it just before hitting the ground, knocking down all 3 tents. Change to Tundra and slide all the way, flicking on your power gear just before the screen transition. Torch Miniboss Sparky is ridiculously easy to kill, and we're going to use 3 power Tundras to finish the fight. Notice, you can cancel the weapon cooldown by doing a slide jump. Once you slide into the Miniboss room, cancel your slide immediately by jumping, then hold down your rapid fire. Keep this button pressed until you have used all 3 power Tundras. Once the room clears from all the ice and snow, quickly slide and jump to fire your second shot. Repeat the same process to fire your third and final shot. Practice the timing of your slides and jumps with the Awakener chip, which you can purchase from Dr. Light's shop after finishing the game once. It gives you unlimited ammo. The more you practice the quick Tundra shot, the faster you will be done with Sparky in this stage. After destroying the mini-boss, turn off your power gear and change to Buster. Start charging and slide to exit the room. Slide until you're right in front of the first tent and jump up to release your charge, knocking down both of the tents. Mini slide, jump, and continue sliding to the next screen. Now this is an interesting room because there's a lot of different methods how to deal with the tank here. If you only have enough impact energy for 1 power impact, I suggest changing to Tundra and slide right in front of the tank. Use 1 normal Tundra to destroy the tank and quickly change the impact to collect the drop. Slide twice, jump over the pit and slide to the next screen. If you have enough energy for 2 power impacts, turn on your power gear, slide in front of the tank, jump up to bonk your head against the ceiling and power impact to reach the end of the screen. Slide to exit. Now if you have like 7 bars of impact energy left, I suggest you save most of them for the next screen. Only use 1 normal impact to get over the tank, slide and jump over the pit, then slide to exit. Finally, if the tank actually drops a big refill, collect it with impact and use 1 normal impact immediately to reach the end of the screen. You should have at least 1 bar of impact energy left entering this screen. If so, slide down to the first step and jump up to reach the crassy platform. Turn on your power gear and slide to the edge, then jump up and use the last power impact, destroying both of these air stones. If you have 4 bars of energy or more, cancel your slide by jumping when you enter the room, then immediately use 1 normal impact to reach the crassy platform. Flick on your power gear, slide to the edge, jump and use 1 power impact to destroy the air stones. Land and slide. Change to Tundra while you're doing the long slide. Jump up and turn left. Mini slide and jump right. Now slide twice, quickly cancelling the second slide and jumping up to reach the top platform. Slide once to collect the W tank and turn around. Delay your next slide enough so you won't get hit by one of the airstone shots. jump over the little hole and continue sliding forward. Alternatively, you can slide to grab the W tank, then jump cancel your slide and slide over the pit. This is a slightly more faster strat, but might cause you to get hit by the airstone shot. Change back to Buster now. Slide down to the first platform and jump from the edge. Rapid fire mid-air to destroy the next airstone. Change to impact to collect a potential drop. Then change to Tundra right after. Turn on your power gear and continue sliding and jumping on these platforms until you're right below the airstone here. Shoot your power Tundra and quickly change to impact in case the airstone gives you a refill. Slide to collect the bolts and the potential drop from the destroyed shield enemy. Change to Buster and fall down to the ground level. Slide, jump left and right, holding the rapid fire after the second jump to destroy the airstone. Change to impact, slide once, though you will have to do another slide cancel with a jump where the airstone was, just in case it drops something. Back to Buster and fall down. Rapid fire once landing. Change to impact and slide. Jump up, slide, and one final jump over the pit. Now look at your impact energy. If you have 2 or more left, don't use your W tank yet and continue to the next screen with a slide. If you don't have any impact energy left at all, now would be the ideal time to use your W tank. Press the menu button, move right and down to select the W tank. Press your jump button to use it. This will refill your weapon ammo. Keep your eyes on the amount of bolts you currently have, underneath your lives here. You will need 480 bolts to buy all 6 W tanks before the bounce stage. During the first W tank use, you should have at least 300 from the fixed bolts we collected so far. If you're planning to buy an extra M tank, then you'll need 720 bolts before bounce. This happens very rarely, but makes one of the later stages very consistent. Slide once and turn on your power gear. Do a little jump over the burning floor, and just before touching it, use your power impact to reach the other side. Slide once and long jump before the screen transition, allowing you to grab the ladder in the next room. Notice, use your W tank in this room if that was your last impact. If not, continue forward until you burn it all, then menu to use it. Grab the ladder and climb up. Flick on your power gear and slide to the edge. Now look at your impact energy again. Is it full, or have you spent 4 already? If you have spent some of it, do a medium jump over the background moon and use 1 power impact when Megaman starts to fall to reach the other side. Turn off your power gear and slide to exit. If you're entering this screen before using your W tank and still have enough energy for 2 power impacts, climb up the ladder, slide and flick on your power gear. Once you're over the background moon, start holding your rapid fire to power impact twice to enter the next screen. Make sure not to jump too high, otherwise you'll get hit by an invisible wall instead of going to the next screen. If you had full impact entering the screen, do a long jump before the screen transition. Oh boy, this will be a complicated screen to explain, but I'll try my very best. So let's start with the best possible scenario. You have used 2 power impacts and now using your W tank during the screen transition. Yes, you can use the tanks even in the middle of screens. After using the tank, keep holding your rapid fire to power impact 5 times, killing both of the owls. This also makes the room fully dark, so you can't see a thing. Flick off your power gear after the 5th power impact. Now just before the room goes dark, keep your eyes on this spot here, the edge of the long platform, right after the metal cover. Slide until you reach the spot. Small jump up and use 2 final power impacts to reach the end of the screen. Slide to exit. The second best scenario is the one where you have used only 1 power impact and now you're jumping into the room. Right after reaching the peak of your jump, use 1 normal impact. Flick on your power gear and adjust your height with the owl in front of you. Power impact through it. Turn off your power gear once landing on the left side of this platform. Slide once to the edge. Turn on your power gear again and do a long jump. Right after you see Megaman coming back to the screen, rapid fire to shoot 2 power impacts. Flick off your power gear before landing. You should barely able to reach the long platform. Slide all the way until the same spot and turn on your power gear. Small jump and use 2 power impacts, slide to exit. Alternatively, you can use only 1 power impact, making the next room easier. Continue sliding down after the spot I mentioned. Slide onto the grassy platform, jump up to reach the first small step, flick on your power gear, mini slide and jump. When you're above the top platform, use 1 power impact. Flick off your power gear and slide to exit. Lastly, the worst case scenario, if you have spent 8 bars of impact energy. Slide down to the lowest platform here, jump up and do a little mini slide to reach the edge. Flick on your power gear and use 1 power impact to reach the grassy platform. Flick your power gear on and off. Slide and jump up. Then use 1 power impact to get over the tank. Slide and jump to these crash platforms. Finally, you're reaching the familiar long wooden platform. Slide all the way until you're at the same spot again. Flick on your power gear, small jump and use 2 power impacts to reach the end of the screen. Flick off your power gear and slide to exit. Once again, you have different options how to approach this screen. If you have 3 bars or less impact left, jump up to reach the top platform, slide under the bunny. Do a little jump over the second bunny and flick on your power gear. Then land here, slide and use your last power impact to reach the end of the screen. If you have 4 bars of impact left, use 1 normal impact after entering the room. Flick on your power gear and slide, then power impact to the next screen. Best scenario, you would have at least 7 bars of impact left. Use 1 normal impact, slide, and use another normal impact. Flick on your power gear mid-air, fire your power impact and flick off your power gear before exiting the screen, giving you a bit more distance than in the other strats. Now, assuming you're entering this screen without having the best possible luck, change to Buster and rapid fire to shoot 4 times, knocking down the first 3 tents and hitting the first burning step. Memorize the position of the 3rd tent and slide until you're right on top of it. Then jump, shoot once to shut down the flames. Jump again, shoot. Repeat the process until you're on top of the last step. Quickly change to impact to collect the refill. I suggest using the normal fire button instead of the rapid one, since it only takes 2 shots to destroy these steps. Now, if you're entering this room with those 2 normal and 1 power impacts, you'll most likely knock down the first tent. Change to Buster and carefully shoot 3 times, either tapping the rapid fire or manually firing 3 shots. Change to Buster after refilling your impact. Jump and before landing on the next platform, start charging. This should also make you fire a single shot to destroy the airstone in front of you. Slide to fall down to these pillars. Slide to get over them. Jump up before the last pillar and release your charge buster, hitting the tank ahead. Jump up from the last pillar and rapid fire to hit the tank 3 times, causing it to fall down the little pit. Slide twice, change to impact and do a little mini jump. Use 1 normal impact to destroy the airstone. Immediately swap back to Buster and start charging. Slide. Turn left and jump. Slide, turn right and jump. Slide and release your charge buster when you reach this point here. Start another charge immediately after releasing the first. Now quickly slide twice after touching the ground. If done right, your first charge shot knocks down one of the tents. Jump to the highest platform. Slide and release your charge at the same time. Jump from the edge. Change to impact and use 2 normal impacts by holding down your rapid fire. Land here, flick on your power gear and jump before using your last remaining power impact. If you have any extra impacts left, use them in the boss corridor. Remember, you can only use 1 power and 1 normal impact in the corridor. 2 power impacts will make you hit the boss gate. Slide all the way to the boss room, though remember to change to Tundra before doing so. Time for the king of this stage, Torchman himself. Torchman is another pushover fight, though he does have some RNG, just like Impact Man. He can start the fight with one of the 3 different patterns. He can either stay still and throw some fireballs at you. He can jump right in front of you and backflip to his starting position, or he can approach you and do a dive kick, pushing you against the left side wall. Start the fight by holding down your power gear and rapid fire. Megaman will instantly fire a single power Tundra and damage Torchman. Now stay still and check what he's going to do. If he is just throwing fireballs at you, great! Keep your power gear on and wait until his iframes are gone. Jump over the fireball and fire another power Tundra. He will start his power gear phase now. Flick off your power gear, walk right in front of him, make sure the iframes are gone and fire a normal Tundra. He will jump left and throw an enhanced fireball at you. Flick on your power gear, and when you see his iframes wearing out for the last time, finish the fight with a power Tundra. In the backflip pattern, you just have to be careful he ain't going for the dive kick. Otherwise, the fight is exactly the same. Power Tundra, wait for the iframes, power Tundra, move right next to him, normal Tundra, and finish the fight with a power Tundra. If you're unfortunate enough to get the dive kick pattern, start the fight with the power Tundra, then either slide underneath the dive kick in Torchman, or simply jump left to avoid getting kicked. Fire off your second power Tundra, move right next to him, normal Tundra, and finish the fight with the power Tundra. Easy as that, and congratulations, you have learned how to do Tort Chichu.
実験失敗